What's up? Success, success, success. What is success? What do you define success as? I define success as finding your purpose and finding that thing that you love to do and actually doing it. So many people define success as money. Some define success as health. Some define success as just achieving something that they put their mind to and actually realizing it. Yo, what's up? It's your boy George Billionaire. And today we're going to talk about success. And the topic we're going to talk about today is that one thing about success is true. And this thing is so true. And that is that success leaves clues. Now, so many people have been asking me, George, how have you done and become who you've been? And the secret that I'll tell you is that one thing, success leaves clues. And these clues are things that you learn from other people that they would have done, implemented for them to be who they are in their lives. I've learned so many things from the books that I read, and big shout out to the legend Napoleon Hill, right? The Laws of Success, the Orange Book of Success. It's an amazing book. I got it from my mentee yesterday. Big shout out to Joseph Makoa. Salute. He's part of the GB Pie Factory. And he's one of my mentees who really pursues me. He really wants to learn as much as he can, and which is what we're talking about today. Success leaves clues. If you want to be successful in any industry that you do, it doesn't matter what the person does, whether they're a musician, an artist, a writer, a poet, whatever industry, a pastor, whatever it is they do, there's success has certain clues, habits, rituals that those people did that made them become successful in their particular fields. Now, I believe this is so true, and it has a hand in kind of mentorship, because mentorship is where you learn and you sit down and you learn from people who went before you, and they are telling you the things that they did, what they implemented, the strategies they used, the mindset, the positivity, the attitude, the determination, the self-confidence, the being different, the uniqueness, the believing in yourself. I could go on, but all these things are things that you only find out because you've gone out to look for them. Success leaves clues to so many things in life, and until we have the ability to actually tap into it, we will never know how people made it. Now, the thing about success that I know and that I teach at the GB Pie Factory, it's always important. And by the way, the Pie Factory, it basically is George Billionaire Pie Factory, which is Pie is Provoke, Inspire, and Equip Factory. So we want to make you become a part of this group of people who are provoked, inspired, and equipped. And anything that comes out of the factory is transformed, it's new, it knows exactly what it's supposed to do. And there's so many people who don't know what they're supposed to do, and which is why we started the GB Pie Factory, because so many people lack that self-belief, that drive, that equipment of knowledge, wisdom, and power for them to be what they want to be. But back to this, unless you hang out with people who are successful, unless you learn, unless you ask from people who have become successful in their lives, you're never going to know or learn anything. You will not have the clues that other people had. I love Napoleon Hill because he wrote amazing books like Think and Grow Rich. Big shout out to him. He took time to study so many successful people. The Thomas Edisons, the Carnegies, all these people, John D. Rockefeller, all these people, he spent time with them, understanding the principles they used, how they think, how they reason, how competitive are they, what drives them to be what they're supposed to be. And this is why Napoleon Hill is one of the best authors ever. If you've never read any book, I would so encourage you to read a book called Think and Grow Rich. It's a book full of wisdom, and I recommend you to read it not only once, but as you grow in life, there are certain stages and revelations that come out of that book. Napoleon Hill is an amazing writer. He made more money when he was dead than when he was alive. You'll never find any billionaire who is a billionaire and will not give credit to Napoleon Hill for his amazing book, Think and Grow Rich, because Napoleon Hill mastered the art of sucking out information, which he then transcribed in his book to give to the world on how successful people made it. And these successful people made it because of how they learned from other people. It could have been their fathers, it could have been other people they looked up to. So it's amazing how success wants everybody is supposed to be successful. But then remember, it leaves clues to those who are willing. There's no way you'll expect a harvest without you planting something. There's no way success will just open its door to you and yet you don't want it. Success comes and leaves clues to those people who want it. And until you get that understanding, and this is why I wanted to talk about this. And with my GB Pie Factory, we were talking on our last lesson how it's so important to look for the things that you want. Go after those things that you actually want to achieve. Do not just be the ordinary guy who, meets somebody successful and wants a picture. Ask them, what made you successful? Get something that you take home besides just a silly selfie picture, which is not even worth anything. You just want to show off to your friends that, yeah, I met, so-and-so. And then what? What do you get from that? But have a nugget. Have something that makes sense of what exactly that person did in their lives to make them successful. I have so many role models. I have so many people I look up to. But I will always ask the important questions if I have a minute with them. What do you recommend that I read for me to be where you are today? And they will tell me, listen, go and buy this book. You know what? I failed so many times, but I didn't give up. There's always so many things success leaves. And if we just hear 5-6 different stories from people who are successful and what they did for them to be successful, there's no way you can remain broke. There's no way you can remain the same. Even if you go and research on YouTube, on videos, on biographies of people who made it in life, you will find this same thing is true. Go and find out their top 10 success principles. Go on even Carmichael's blog on YouTube and type top 10 success principles. Find out that thing that they did. Follow all these successful people, Gary Vee, Eric Thomas, Tony Robbins, Les Brown. Find out their stories. Find out what drives them. If you do this, then guess what? You will get so many clues, ideas of things you should do to become the person that you should be. And most of us don't know who we are because we're okay in our comfort zone. But there's so many clues, especially with the modern day age of technology, where everything you want is just a click away. And one thing I will tell you is that successful people know how to use their time. They know how to use their time to research, to look for things. All these people I've told you, follow them. When you follow them, you will get this bubbling in you, this inspiration, this motivation from all these guys who I spoke of. Rewind it back, and once you zoom into and you start watching these guys' videos, your mind will be transformed, your motivation inside, which you obviously do need daily, and there's so much content for you to look up from, and you will be so inspired. Success leaves clues. That's what we was talking about today. Remember, don't die average. There's so much information out there to make you become a success that I know God sent you down here to be. Nobody was sent here to be average. I refuse to be average. I came on this planet to be awesome. I don't know about you, but I'm going to do what I got to do and get mine. So stop making excuses. Success leaves clues. It's your boy, George Billionaire. God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe on the YouTube channel. Click the link below. Go through all the amazing videos from the Amazing G's. God bless.